Schadenfreude gamers, Guy Duperman back, some more Kerbal Space Program. I played a little bit off camera since the last time we met. Resume save. I did some boring science spamming that didn't need to be shown, and unlocked a couple of new things in the research lab and built a new ship. So I haven't really done anything of consequence yet. This will be the next full mission, and we're going to start doing our moonshot program here, and we're going to start with the Lunar Express. So amongst the things that I unlocked are the fairings. So I got some new boosters on the side here. I still don't have, I don't think I have anyway, I don't have the fuel ducts yet. I really need those, but for the moment I don't have them. And inside the shroud is the main vehicle. These are solid, so I don't think I've adjusted their capacity yet. No. Alright, so something I'm not used to doing is adjusting the capacity on these guys here. I'm gonna do... Oh, shit. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. That means reload. Crap. I'll reload that. I wonder if actual NASA engineers ever had that problem. They touch something on the rocket and it just falls apart. I hope not. That would not make me nearly as confident in the space program as I would like to be. So I'm going to put the thrust capacity down at 60. Looks like it did it for all 4 of them already. Okay, good. I might not even need that much. All I really need is for these things to get me up into space. Let's go down to 50. I don't know what the... I haven't run any of the numbers on this yet, so I don't know... Go, come on. Screw it. That'll be enough. Staging... Okay, let us... put somebody in here. Tom Free, you're up. So our attempted goal today is to try and get into lunar orbit. We're going to see if that works. I've completely not tested this ship at all. In fact, I haven't tested most of the configuration of this ship, even in previous games, so I have no idea whether this thing's going to actually make it. Alright then. Alright, let's get my map set up here. Go away. And you come up, you come up. Alright. So, the Lunar Express is ready to do something. Double check everything. Okay, then ready to go in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, Jesus. Oh, that is slow. Alright. Whoa, that was not the right button. Shit. Alright, evacuate. Nope. Tom Free's about to die. Sorry, Tom Free. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I saved him. He's going face down. You seem incredibly calm, Tom Free. In fact, you're... yeah. Incredibly calm. What is... Alright. So, for starters... and a bonk. Okay, well, it's still going. There it goes. Well, I did everything exactly wrong there. Completely and totally exactly wrong. We're gonna try that again. Let's increase the thrust capacity of these solid rocket boosters here, in fact. Well, I got 9 science from that somehow. Oh, I got no science from that. Anyway, yeah, okay. That makes sense. I got no science from that. That makes complete sense, actually. It's been a couple weeks since I played this, so, yeah, back to square one again. Okay, let's bring this back up to 75. In fact, let's bring that up to 80. I'm trying not to waste as much thrust as I was wasting with the last set. Tomfer's going to stay in there. He actually handled that cool as a cucumber there. Cool as a Kerbal. That was stupid. I should have shut my mouth. So, yeah, I haven't played this for a little while. I completely forgot the spacebar advances the stage for some stupid reason. I just basically don't want to waste a bunch of the solid rocket boosters' fuel capacity on going too fast in the thick atmosphere, so that's why I'm dropping it down. I'd rather them burn long rather than burn hot. And I gotta reset all that crap again. Hey, come on. And you. And back. Alright. And we're gonna try this again. And 320. That's a little better. Lock that. Yeah, no, normally I don't like using solid rocket boosters. I know they have a better thrust to weight ratio than a liquid fuel engine, but I like the liquid fuel engines because I can throttle them on the fly, throttle them on demand. I can't throttle these at all because solid rocket boosters, once you light them, they're a bottle rocket. They go until they burn out. Technically speaking, in the real world, you can make them sort of throttleable by adjusting the mixture of the fuel inside the canister so that as they... Oh, Jesus. I'm not going to do that. So as they burn, they get into different densities of fuel and have different energy and stuff like that. I'm doing pretty good. Haven't even started using my liquid yet. Okay, about ready to start the liquid. Staging. Alright. And steer into prograde a little. And set up our... Oh, that's actually good. Let's cut that engine for a moment. Yeah, so I'm going to have a lot of burn time come right about here, it looks like. So yeah, the throttle, you can't really throttle a liquid, or you can't really throttle a solid rocket booster the way you can throttle liquid engines. So I like having liquid engines. I like having them cross-fed so that the fuel for all of the boosters also feeds the main engine while they're burning. It's a setup that hopefully this mission will get me. Let's set the moon as a target while I'm here. Hopefully this mission will give me enough science to unlock that that set of gizmos, because I really like using liquid fuel engines rather than solid rockets. Okay, just enough. Start changing my trajectory here. I really need to start including engineers on these modules. I don't think I have an engineer on this one. I tried putting one on there, but for some reason it didn't want to stick. So I have to keep reverting the map screen to be able to get any of this information. I'm pretty well out of the atmosphere, right? Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna I'm just going to nose over here and start burning to the horizon. And lock that down. And let's stage the shroud while we're at it. And, well, the L button was supposed to make lights, but it didn't. So there. Lights! I have lights now. So we can see in the dark, the ship at least. I really don't want to make my orbit too oblong because I don't know exactly where my burn point is going to be for the moon. So I want to get into a stable orbit first. And the overheat's not going to be a problem. Still got quite a bit of fuel left. Should have it timed perfectly. Maybe. I'm going to have to throttle down a little bit here because I'm not sure whether I'm going to get rid of this stage in time. Remember, we're trying to... yeah, there it is. We're trying to avoid Kessler syndrome. I think it's Kessler syndrome. We're trying to avoid Kessler syndrome, so I want to drop this engine while it will still return to Kerbin, which is right here. So it will return to Kerbin and splash down. So I'm going to drop it now, even though there's still a little bit of fuel left. Nothing for it. We're going to have to drop it. So we're going to stage and then activate that engine. And we'll use this engine to finish our orbital insertion burn. Although we should probably shut it for the moment. Wait until we get to Apo so that we're not wasting a whole lot of fuel. That was too far. Come on, give me the thing. There we go. Good enough. Okay. Return. So the lights might need more lights in the future. First time I've used these lights to actually light up the spacecraft itself. Usually I just use them as decoration. And these are ambient lights. They're part of, or aviation lights. They're part of a standalone module, a standalone mod. They don't really take a lot of power, but that's okay because even if they did, we've got some solar panels on this ship. I don't have the deployable solar panels yet, but I do have radial solar panels. They're good enough to keep our electric charge steady, which is good because I don't like running out of power in the middle of deep space for some reason. It gets a little cold out here. A couple minutes away from that point, and what's my... okay, I've only need a 9 seconds should be accurate. Okay, stand by for full throttle. And full throttle. And Mako. And how good did I do? 71, 85, good enough for me. Let's plan our lunar encounter here. I'm gonna go for a free return trajectory, even though I've never really gotten the free return concept to work right. Free return means that I'm gonna go in front of the moon. And by going in front of the moon, it reduces the amount of thrust that I need to... Where is it? Right about here-ish. Reduces the amount of thrust that I need to actually... Oh, it's actually coming up. I can do this in this pass. Reduces the amount of thrust that I need to produce in order to return. And 700. So I'm going to want to start burning at about 50 seconds, it looks like. And we're not going to bother correcting that. Encounter. There we go. Okay. Turn that off. And yeah, fuel's a little bit lower than I was hoping it was going to be, but I think we're going to be fine. Holy crap, the electric charge is going down the tank. Turn off that and turn off the lights. At least until we get back into the sunlight. Wow. Where the hell is all my juice going? I apparently need more batteries. Wow, where is all my juice going? I don't have anything else turned on. Well, that could be problems. Yeah, we're gonna... Yeah, it's gonna get cold in here. Okay, well, let's fast forward. We'll try to take advantage of some science here as soon as we get in the sunlight. Oh, geez. That went almost all the way down to 0. Okay, well, we're in the sunlight now, so let's... I don't remember how high in altitude I needed to get for high altitude Kerbal science. So let's find out. Hey, come on. Do crew reports. Yes, we're Kerbal. It is very round. Brilliant observation, Tomfrey. You are a credit to your uniform. And let us take that data. Take data. Now we're going to do an EVA report. You recorded your observations about the situation. Doesn't seem like a lot to report right now, but we'll store it all anyway. And we'll board. Put that back on. Yeah, so our basic setup here. We've got some goo canisters. I'm going to save those until we get to the moon. I've got one on either side. And then I've got the Science Junior right there. I'm going to save that until we get to the moon, too. Transmitting data doesn't really matter right at the moment, so I don't want to do it. Here's where my batteries are apparently not doing quite as good a job as I was hoping they were. But other than that, it's just a liquid fuel engine, a liquid fuel tank, and a bunch of solar panels, because I'm never exactly sure where the sun is going to be at any point, so I put radials all the way around. I don't have the unfolding, solar arrays yet, so I can't really count on them always facing the sun. So I want to make sure that if my power starts going down, I face the sun myself if I have to. Okay, about to hit the sphere of influence, right. Anytime now. Come on. There we go. Okay, now we should be able to do this. I don't really want to go down too far. I just want, I want to establish an orbit, because I'm assuming there are points involved with it. So that will be enough for doing that. Let's orient ourselves. get ready for that burn when it happens. Looks like it'll be a 14-second burn. Yep. Come on. Really wish they would add controller support. Squad, come on. Add controller support, guys. Be a whole lot easier to fly planes with it. Alright, so we've got an hour. But we don't have any other spacecraft in orbit, so there's really not much reason for me to set an alarm for it. So let's just fast forward. And let's do it from the screen so that we can see where we're at. Minutes. Hello, Moon. It's going to be a pretty quick burn here, so all I want to do is make sure I don't overshoot my navigational marker there. Tom Free is having a good old time. And why wouldn't he? He's on his way to the frickin' moon. By himself. Wouldn't have been the way that I would have designed the mission had I another capsule, but you know what? The administration is in a hurry to get results on this incredibly expensive program. Okay, there goes our sunlight for a little bit. So let's turn off the SAS for the moment. Man, I would love to have a readout as to telling me where all my power is going to. Because that capsule must burn a hell of a lot of fuel. Or burn a hell of a lot of electricity. That would be the Space Center telling them good luck and Godspeed. Thank you very much. Maybe it's the second reaction control. I put a second reaction wheel on there. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it consumes power just by being there, which I guess makes sense. Okay, and here we go. Bam. How's an orbit of the moon treat you? It's pretty high orbit, but it is still an orbit. So I'm calling that good. So we are going to try this crew report thing again. And we're going to try the EVA thing again. And we're going to take all the data again. And we're going to do an EVA report. And then we're going to try and store it all. There we go. See, everything worked that time. I don't know why it didn't work the last time. I'm still scared to death every time I bring him outside of the capsule because I cannot... I haven't yet tried to figure out how to get him to fly properly yet, so I'm still worried about accidentally letting go of the capsule and drifting away. I've had that happen before. In fact, one of the first tests I tried doing recording on Kerbal Space Program, I had a guy go EVA around Kerbin, and I couldn't get back, so he ended up re-entering the atmosphere of Kerbin and crash landing very spectacularly. Too bad I don't have that footage anymore. It was actually quite hilarious. And also sort of tragic, because all they could do was float there. It kind of sucked to be Mrs. Kerbin Pilot, whoever that was. Alright, so... I don't feel like I need to make a complete lap, and I'm not certain about my... Yeah, I didn't plan... incredibly well. So it's possible that my life support situation is going to be a problem. Wait. Go here, because I'm on a free return. What, right here? New. Yeah, in fact, I definitely want to start... I just wanted to kiss the moon just a little bit, because my life support status here tells me that I want to get back home before I run out of oxygen. Did not plan for that. So let's get Tom Free home, shall we? This is just a demonstration mission after all. We just want to make sure that we can demonstrate that we have the technology to do so. And next time we'll make sure that we bring more snacks. And precious air, because that's really the problem here. Food we can do without. Oxygen, yeah, it's at half. So we don't want to hang around too long. Still, that's going to give Tom Free a good set of pictures to take home to a little Tom Free and Mrs. Tom Free. Actually, not really. We're still on the dark side of the moon here. Sorry, pal. Well, you got a good shot of the Milky Way there, I guess. Yeah, we didn't plan this mission out all that well, did we? Nevertheless, hope the view changes in about half an hour. And right now, the research team are scratching their heads thinking, yeah, you know what? We really didn't figure on the length of time it would take to get him out there, did we? Huh. We spent all this time making the rocket. We didn't really spend a lot of time thinking about how much life support was going to be there when he got there. Huh. That's weird. Well, let's observe that while we're here. Let's observe that while we're here. A little late in the mission to be doing this, but we'll do a high... Yeah, okay. We got it. And start the burn now. Mako. We're going to re-encounter the moon, but it shouldn't... There it goes. Alright. No. Yeah, I overshot that. That's okay. It's actually a really tiny burn, so shouldn't affect us too much. That's what happens when you space out. Space out. Yeah, we're still good. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take an aero braking pass here. And I'm going to see how we look after that. So let's orient this way. And we're just going to hold the prograde and see what happens. Whoop, wrong button. Camera was B. Free camera, orbital, chase camera's the one I want. Isn't it purty? Crap. Okay. So 9 minutes to parry. Let's just go back here and watch the altimeter go crazy nuts. 600. I think 50 will be enough to not splatter in the atmosphere. I'm really hoping. Ooh, 37. We're coming in a little bit lower than I was expecting. So... Well, now we have a dilemma. Now we have a dilemma. We are coming in a little bit steeper than I was hoping, a little bit further down than I was hoping. I could adjust it, but maybe we change our minds. Maybe we go for a direct. This seems like a bad idea. Yeah, this seems like a bad idea. Not really sure if this is something that I should do or not. In fact, I think we will find that this is a bad idea. I'm going to turn that off because now we got way too much torque. Alright, heat shield. It's all on you now. Let's turn the lights off. We're gonna have plenty of lights when we come in. All right, this is this could end badly. Oh, no, we're right. We're right. All right. So let's 5 minutes to periapsis here. We should be watching from here. Once we get to 100 kilometers, we'll reorient to make sure that we're prograde, or retrograde. 100 click, right there. Hey Tom Free, you're crazy, you know that, right? Yeah, I know. Alright, good to go! Yeah, this is either going to be epic or crap. So, let's find out. So we're definitely going to go for at least one more go-round. Once we get above 7, I will time accelerate again. I ditched the drive system early because I wasn't sure if it was going to survive reentry. Alright, I wasn't sure it was going to survive how low I was going in the atmosphere. Since I haven't done any practical tests to see how what components can survive in what density of the atmosphere, I decided to go the safer route and just point my heat shield to it, rather than lose the entire thing. Still think that was the right course of action. Okay, now that we're back out of the atmosphere, let's do a time acceleration. And I'm totally going to run out of energy before I get back around, aren't I? Damn. Well. Really hope that, oh shit. There's no way to point my heat shield the right way anymore, I don't think. I am out of juice. Uh-huh. Alright. This could be interesting. So... almost out of food, too. And oxygen. All of those things are bad. I was close to being oriented the right way. Last time I checked. Yes, I am aware that it is running out of every of the things. Whoa, what's with the lag here? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So... this is going to be an interesting one. So let's see if I can... oh, I can pitch it. I managed to hold on to just enough electrical power to shift my orientation, it looks like. Okay, well that's a load off my mind. So that means that things could be worse. We have a backup battery. Just enough to power the reaction control wheel. Okay. Let's hope it doesn't take more than a couple of passes, because otherwise then we're in real big trouble. Let's hope this is the only other pass we need. And there we go, back up. Yeah, I'm in for at least one more goddamn orbit. Tomfrey's not happy, by the way. And that was Mission Control saying whoops. And I don't even have any power for the lights, damn it. Look, there's a ship there. Really, it's right there. Alright, here we go again. Oh! What? Alright, well... that sucks. That's a lot of science that I think is, it might be stuck up in space now. Damn! Tomfrey died of air toxicity. Even though he still has oxygen there, even though the carbon dioxide's not 100%. Ah, fuck. Tomfrey was flying high. Little bit too carried away. Well, nuts. I don't know if I can still control the ship. I'm gonna try. Because what the hell else do I have to do? Either way, the thing's coming down because it's not in a stable orbit. So all of its precious science, its delicious science, is going to go to waste one way or the other. So I might as well at least try and see if I can get down to the planet. Nope, we have zero control of the spacecraft. Which is probably what the little red light down on the stage bar means. So we're going to ride this out to its bitter end, I guess. I hope that it reorients itself Using aerodynamic magic. Yeah, there's there's not thing one that I can do. I have no electrical power, and I have nobody on board to control the damn thing, and I haven't yet gotten to the point where I can do redundant remote controls like I usually like to do, so we're stuck. So we're a time accelerate until we get into the atmosphere, and we're going to see what the spacecraft does on its own. For that matter, I don't know if I can deploy the parachutes. So, damn it. Well, for science. First casualty in a very long time, actually. Damn, it's too bad because he survived the botched liftoff. He survived all the way to the moon, and he died so close. Kerbin is just right there within reach. And if mission control hadn't been run by a bunch of untrained monkeys, we wouldn't have ditched the engine stage quite so soon, and we wouldn't have had to take one more lap. Or it looks like it might even be another lap even after this one. In fact, it took 2 full orbits, with the spacecraft full of corpse. Poor Tomfrey. The boys of Mission Control were at least hoping to give him one hell of a Viking funeral like the man deserved. Burning up in Reentry is the way he would have wanted to go. At this point, the spacecraft is completely uncontrolled, and there goes one of the parachutes. Coming in nose first and just kind of tumbling end over end. There goes another parachute. And about to lose the third one. There, that one goes. Interestingly enough, the communications antennas are still there. So far, the only thing we've lost are parachutes. But even Tomfrey's Viking funeral was not meant to be. The capsule, in fact, the majority of the spacecraft managed to survive reentry despite tumbling. And coming in, it's still a little bit over, what was it, 2,800 meters per second. The only solace that Tomfrey's widow will have is that he didn't squish a playground or something, and instead crashed in the middle of a mountain. Godspeed, Tomfrey Kerman. Godspeed. This has been Shot for Gamers.